Hallelujah.
I don't seem very excited about meetings anymore.
I think no one's excited about whatever underlying cause I need.
I could probably get y'all something in Plum Grove.
Oh, sure.
I think I would all that just ends. I think it's gonna go away anytime soon.
I think Wade Willis described it best.
Yes.
It's better than Yosemite, or where that show, TV show.
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone, yeah.
Yeah.
Yosemite kind of sums it up.
Well, he told us he was gonna
Mhm.
start something, and I guess he
True to his word.
true to his word, he started something.
I hear he's still in the hospital.
Is
I don't know. Chief, you know anything?
I haven't checked. I knew he had surgery the day before yesterday.
Well, let's not go too far into this. It's a little weird.
Yeah.
You're right. It's a dramatic.
You're right.
Thank you, Matthew.
Yeah.
Keep us on the straight and narrow.
Yeah, try to.
Good luck with that.
For what it's worth, it is on the record.
Yeah.
Everything he said before.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
All right, y'all ready?
Yep.
Morning there, Mr. Reeves.
Morning.
All right. All right, Liberty County Commission Court special meeting, September 9th, 2020, 8:30. It's about 8:34. Special agenda. First item on here is Ms. Chambers. Number one, consider and approve the contract with Automated Merchant Services Incorporated, incorporating Bridge Pay to provide credit card services for the Liberty County Clerk for the Tyler Eagle recording system. Service fees for these credit card transactions will be collected separately by Automated Merchant Services Incorporated at the time of transaction. Okay. Lee, you want to describe this to us?
Yes, that's actually how we do it now. The credit card vendor, we have now certified payments, collects an extra fee on top of what they collect for us. And then, you know, they take their $1 and they send us the $6 or whatever for the copies that are downloaded. We start our end user training with Tyler Eagle, Eagle Recorder on the 28th. We go live on not the 12th, because that's a holiday, but the 13th. So we will be on a completely new recording system as of October 13th. We have to get a new system, and with that system, we're actually getting credit card machines. They're gonna have, you know, where they read the chips and do the whole, you know, so we're going.
You're getting real credit
We're
cards.
getting real credit card machines.
Okay.
So we were supposed to meet with this vendor on the Friday of the hurricane, and we had to put it off to the next week, and unfortunately it was Thursday afternoon, which meant we couldn't get it on the agenda for yesterday, and I apologize. But we do need to go ahead and try to get all of this stuff ordered and in so that my staff can learn how to use it during their end user training at the end of the month, and we can make sure it's all up and working by the 13th. The first one is the contract for the new credit card provider. And I don't think Matt was able to make that virtual conference, but the auditor's office did. And Nick was on it as well. So they have addressed all of their issues and what, you know, and we really like this vendor because they're very integrated with Tyler Eagle. The reporting's very good. They seem to have a good service record. So, you know, I think it's the way to go. There's always a little nervousness there because these credit card people can really mess us up, as Angela will attest in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
But
Hey, how much are they gonna charge us for the machine and the transactions and all?
okay, we will own the machines. We will buy and own the machines. So what they will charge is a service fee, and they will take that directly from the end user or the person who does the filing or requests the copies. So when they process the credit card, they will have a fee of, let's say they have $6 in copies and there's $1 fee for the credit card. So they'll charge them $7, but then on their credit card bill, it will say $6 to the county clerk, $1 to AMS. Is my understanding, but that is what we do now. That is what certified payments does now.
Right, because I use take credit cards and a lot of them, they get expensive to you, you know, to how much the charge is and all that, you know. And like you was talking a while ago, American Express is the worst one that eats your lunch, you know.
I did ask Angela, and I said we need to really take a hard look at that, because how many people are actually using it, and is it worth the extra cost to the other end users to offer American Express? I did like the fact that we can work with, you know, Apple Pay, Google Pay, pretty much every other deal. And we are doing we do have the thing with the chip in it. So the information and the accuracy of the transactions are you know, much better. But the fees are not bad. I mean, compared to official payments, which is off the charts, it's actually very good, and it's a little bit less than our current one. So
What's our upfront cost for buying all these machines and stuff?
those credit card machines, I want to say, are $6 with the little stand that it stands on. It's like $7 something for each one. I'm going to have them at the counters, as well as a couple within the office. So I'll have like 2 in Cleveland. I'll probably have at least 3, maybe 4 here in the courthouse. The idea is that when, instead of them coming in and filling out paperwork and us sitting down filling out putting it in the computer, they can get on the computer and put in the information themselves. They call it a self-serve kiosk.
Mhm.
So people can do it at home. You can get certified payments at home. You know, there's certain things that they can do, all of it up to us handing them a piece of paper on the computers themselves. Now, obviously, we're gonna have some people who aren't that familiar with computers, and we're gonna have to service them, which means we do have to have some at the desk, you know, where we can sit down and do the paperwork.
Well,
But,
what
you
I'm
know,
asking is, when it says consider and approve the contract, how much money are we going to have to come up with into this contract? Is it annually renewable, or how long are we in for this contract?
Yeah, so we don't pay. That's the good thing about this, is
Okay,
we're
so
not.
we don't buy the machine, we don't.
Well,
no, we buy the
machines,
machines, but we
for
don't
the
pay for them.
service, we don't pay.
They collect their own
The end
money for the
user
service.
pays, on per transaction. Now, there is a term, in the contract I reviewed, is, just a form. So I don't know what the contract term is, and there is early termination fees that can come into play if we,
Get out of the contract.
terminate early.
How long is this contract for?
That's what I'm not sure.
We hadn't really discussed it. We can just do it yearly. I'm happy with that. I mean, that fits within our, fee, because our fees can change here. We need to do that too. But our fees can change yearly and at any time. And so I think that probably renewing it yearly is.
But a lot of this comes out of, it's gonna be, clerk records, management, or what?
Yes, it's all birth records, death records, assumed name, company records, anything that's not court case related is processed through the system. And it actually links with what we're trying, the beta testing we're doing on the meetings. So eventually commissioners will be, part of the same system as well. So there will be a lot of online access to records that we don't have right now. There's going to be some added features like fraud alert, where if you put your deed in and you say you want fraud alert, if anybody does any kind of transaction on that piece of property, it warns you, it sends you a notice. So, which, believe it or not, is a thing. People file,
Claims.
and they file liens against property. So you get ready to sell your house, there's this $200 lien, and you can either spend a fortune trying to get rid of it, or you can just, oh darn it, pay the person the 200 and make it back. And that's a thing people do. So this is a service we're going to provide that's going to help people watch for that and make sure that people aren't trying to mess with their property. And I mean, it's got so many features. We're very excited about it. And all of our data is ready to go. I mean, we're we're ready to go live. We just need our peripherals. We need signature pads, we need the credit card machines, that kind of thing. The signature pads aren't for the credit card, they're for the applications. So, you know, your mayor's license application, your birth certificate application, stuff like that, so they can sign onto the document. But anyway, that's the second one. But the contract, as far as I know, does not cost us any money.
No,
You know, it's just,
the contract, there were some things I didn't like about it, but it's not, nothing critical. The big things that I look for, like choice of venue, should there be litigation over it, are good. So it's got good bones on it. It's missing a couple of these kind of technical things that we have to have in contracts, such as a promise that they do not boycott Israel or do business with terrorist organizations. So I've put together a little addendum that whenever I see those things missed in contracts, we just throw them in there. And so after this is approved, I would just attach this addendum to it, send it back to them, let them sign and certify.
yeah, they know they have to negotiate the contract with us.
Are we okay with this, Matthew, to go ahead and approve it?
Yes. Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve the contract with Automated Merchant Services, Judge.
Second,
For a yearly term, correct?
yes, for a yearly.
All right, we have a motion by Boo, second by Bruce, to enter this contract on a yearly basis. Any other discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor, say aye. Likewise, nays. That motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 2, consider and approve the purchase of computers and peripherals necessary to complete and complement the Tyler Eagle recording software, the Liberty County Clerk's Office, including but not limited to signature pads, a laser printer for receipts, zebra label printers, and computers to act as self-serve kiosks in the office, all to be paid with monies from the County Clerk Records Management Fund, not to exceed $18,000. Can you have money in that fund? There's no doubt.
There's no doubt. And I fudged it up a little bit because at the time I had Nick putting together a list, you know, was getting prices. And the zebras, just to explain, and where my zebra today, they are the things that print they're the ones that generate the special number for deeds. And then they put it's another sticker that goes on the bottom that has all the information about the clerk's office and everything. So every time, for instance, when Colony Ridge brings us a big old stack of deeds, those zebra things sit there and they crank out little skinny ones and they crank out big square ones. And it gives it a unique identifier to each one. And we stick those on and then we scan those into the system. But these zebra printers are very specialized. But we've got 3, I thought we had 4, but we've got 3 that are out of date or they're old, they're too old to be supported anymore, so I have to replace them. I've got a scanner in Cleveland that's out of date, not supported with the new software that needs to be replaced. The other thing is we're going to get, it's almost like a monitor with a computer built in. So it's like a monitor with a computer that's part of it with a keyboard. And they're gonna sit at the desk with the credit card machine and the signature pad. And that's what the customers will use when they come in to fill out their applications. And we're hoping to have 2 on the counters here and 1 on the counter in Cleveland for people to use. And then there'll be an online version of that as well that they can use and do their credit cards on. So it makes it a lot internet friendlier.
On the County Clerk Records Management Fund, I assume that rolls over since all this is gonna be happening after the new budget.
Yeah, it's been rolling over for a few years. That's why there's so much money in it. We've got a lot of things that we're doing that we're gonna have to spend some of it on. Tyler Eagle's one of them, but there's more than sufficient funds in that.
Make a motion to approve.
Second. All right. Motion by Bruce, second by Greg to approve. Any discussion? Call Call for a vote. All in favor, say aye. Likewise, nays. Mighty fine. That vote is unanimously approved. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 3, consider and approve the hiring of an electrician. We've had plenty of electricians around here lately. Oh, Lord, keep things wired up. Consider and approve the hiring of an electrician to add and install necessary electrical outlets in the Liberty County Clerk's office and County Court at Law courtroom to accommodate required technology and support of computer system upgrades. And I will attest that you need some new wiring taken care of. That Bruce is probably the closest one to the electrician we have around here. I think he's probably going to agree as well.
Yes, we are gonna continue to keep purchasing agent involved in this and.
As long as he's a certified and knows the courthouse and knows what he's doing and isn't gonna set the place on fire or something, I don't have a preference. I just really need an electrician
Well, we don't-
in the very near future, so.
Even in the maintenance department, we don't have an approved electrician. We go out for bids on most everything we do. So, definitely on this one here, make a motion to approve.
Is that coming out of maintenance, Bruce?
No, sir, it's not.
No, I'll pay for my wiring as part of the upgrade system stuff, so.
Need a second.
Second.
Thank you, Boo. Appreciate you. All right, got a motion and a second. Further discussion.
Judge, if I might,
Yes, sir.
this does need to make a huge move, so
Yes, sir.
when you hire a electrician, yes, we do that.
We'll make sure that happens. All right.
That's why I don't wanna do it. I know there's a fuse panel in my office, but I don't know what it hooks to. I don't know, you know. And I mean, theoretically, I know how that works, and I've actually wired something before, but I'm not doing it here. So I just need somebody who knows what they're doing to come in and, you know, fixes up some plugs.
Thank you, Ms. Chambers, for not wiring it. All right, we have a motion and a second for the court. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen.
Make a motion to adjourn.
No need for executive session today, I don't believe, since we got everything covered. All right, got a motion to adjourn by Bruce. Second by Greg. All in favor, say aye. Likewise, nays. That motion carries. Thank you. We are.
Carol told me that we buy out of the, or we pay for out of.
I'll get it right.
Commissioners.
Right.
So that's why I really wanted to be wrong.
We're
Yes, just to make
still
sure. Oh, no, I'm not on there.
there.
Yeah. No, he just said this is kind of